Hi everyone. I'm just coming to you with a very serious topic that I understand might be difficult for some of you to hear, so just a heads up for that if this is not something that you want to listen to. But I want to talk about the relationship and the correlation between addiction and keeping secrets. Okay? So I understand for a lot of you, this particular topic might simply just be educational, but then for some of you, it might be something that you're personally dealing with. Now, you're either going through this yourself, or someone close to you is dealing with this, or perhaps you just know someone who's dealing with the same issue. So it might be hitting home in a sense. So the idea is that a lot of times we those of us who go through certain experiences, we justify the actions that we have, and that is actions that we know we should not be doing. Deep down, we know we should not be doing, but then we somehow justify this. So, for example, let's say you're in a situation in a relationship where you are keeping secrets from your partner or your other half. And the issue here is that, let's say you're doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, and the fact that you're keeping that a secret in your mind could translate in a way which justifies the repetition of the said action. Meaning that, let's say, I don't know. I mean, this could be anything, in the case of addiction. Addiction is anything that hijacks your dopamine system, basically. So that can be with any kind of drugs, alcohol, porn, excessive eating. It could be any one of those things. And I'm sure there are other things that people could get addicted to as well, which are, of course, very unhealthy for you. And the fact of the matter is that, let's say you're doing one of those things and you're keeping that away from your partner or any of your close ones, could be family, friends, whatever. And when the opportunity arises for you to do that again, because you've already kept that a secret, you're going to tell yourself, well, I already didn't tell him about last time, so lying twice won't hurt. But it does. It absolutely does. And all of this will mount up. And this will absolutely rob you of your life experience, because you will spend every day and every moment with that thing, whatever it is, that just completely takes over your mind, and it becomes your goal. Because once something hijacks your dopamine system, then that becomes your goal in life. Everything that you do revolves around finding moments so you can do that thing. Now, like I said, this could be cocaine, this could be alcohol, whatever. But everything will start to revolve around that particular addiction, and it always starts with denial that such thing is an addiction, because we always think, I've got control over this. I'm in control of this. It's me. Of course, I can handle this. And that's exactly where the problem comes in. You keep justifying to yourself that the thing that you're doing, which deep down, by the way, you do know that you're doing, but your ego keeps lying to you that, no, it's okay. I don't need to tell anyone about this. That's exactly where the problem starts. And the more you go down that path, the deeper of a hole that you can dig for yourself in this situation. Okay? So, first thing I will say is that communication is extremely important. Okay? Because what is the point of spending your time with people who are close to you and constantly having something in the back of your mind which you know that other person's not aware of? That makes you unable to be present in the moment, and you spend days and days like this with your mind focused on that one addiction, and all of your life will simply slip through your fingers. You'll miss out on all the experiences that you could be having right now because you're focused on that one thing that you haven't told anyone about. Okay? That's a difficult thing. Okay? This is why communication is very important, and also, most importantly, it's important to acknowledge and recognize that you do have a problem. And now, there's a lot of science to this as well. Obviously, I'm coming at this more from a philosophical and a behavioral issue, but I do think that those things are very much intertwined. Now, you can also look at the effects of alcohol, for example, and certain depressants, where they basically slow down the processing of your frontal lobe. And your frontal lobe is the part of your brain that is responsible for your behavior. So, for example, if you're in the elevator and the elevator is quiet and your mind is constantly telling you to scream Slayer, it is your frontal lobe that is telling you to stop. So, and when you find yourself in that situation with addiction, with certain substances that slow down that process, that impair your judgment, then you'll find yourself doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And the more you do those things, that moral barrier is broken. So the further you can allow yourself to do things that you really shouldn't be doing. So when you're keeping secrets from people, the first person that you're doing injustice to is yourself. And that is something that I want you to really think about. And that injustice then carries on to affect the other people around you. So I understand that these are not things that can be fixed over time. Dealing with addiction is something that is a day-to-day process. It is never something that is fixed and just goes away magically. And of course, then that's where our egos also comes in and then says, "Oh, I'm fixed. I'm fine." It's not how it works, I'm afraid. It's like anything, it takes constant effort, and that all of that process starts with recognizing that there is an issue to begin with. Now, I understand this might have been a bit of unexpected content to come from me, but I just want to let you all know that my inbox is open, okay? And I'm not doing this as a service. I'm not trying to fucking promote anything here, but this was some insight that I have learned over the years both from watching friends and people in distance, but also from personal experience, that I felt like it was worth sharing that with you guys. So yeah, if you did find that of value, first of all, let me know if you'd like me to make more stuff like this. And yeah, I hope it's been of value to you guys. Okay, take care of yourselves.